What's up, everybody? Katie Book Corner coming to you with my July wrap up. And let me tell you, I read about 13 books in the month of July. Some of them are currently right there. I'm not getting them down. I listened to about, let me go to my sheet. I listened to 8 audiobooks and I read 5 physical books, and that was a lot. So the first audiobook I listened to was City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. I'm currently doing a reread of the Mortal Instruments series. I did the Infernal Devices already. I'm in the middle of reading the Mortal Instruments series, and then I'm going to move on to the Dark Artifice series, and then I'm going to redo Chain of Gold. I then finished my listening to the Illuminate Files by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I enjoyed the audiobooks so much better than reading the physical book. No offense, I enjoyed the audiobook more, and that happens. And then my first physical book was Circe by Madeline Miller. That book I took my time reading, because I wanted to enjoy the time with it. So I took my time reading it for the past 2 months. Finally finished it in July. I loved it. Then my next audiobook happens to be Outlander by Diane Gabaldon. I enjoy my Outlander series. I've been enjoying it. So yeah, I listened to Outlander and I really enjoyed the audiobook. I then decided to pick up another Cassandra Clare book, and I listened to City of Glass, which is book 3 of the Mortal Instruments series. And then my second physical read was Crescent City, which was a reread for me. My coworker Ren was reading the book, and I decided to just reread it again just because, why not? It's Sarah J Maas, and I'm obviously trash for her, which is a good thing. I then listened to the audiobook for Imagine Me, which was the last book in the Shadow Me series. I enjoyed it, and I listened to it on audio instead of physically reading it. I physically read the rest of the series. I enjoyed it. I think it was a good ending. I liked it better than Defy Me, which is saying something. My next reread was Crown of Midnight by Sarah J Maas, which is my reread of the Throne of Glass series, just because I wanted to reread it. And then I listened to The Red Skulls of Magic by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu. The second book comes out in September, which I'm very excited for. I then physically read The Lovely War by Julie Berry. I absolutely enjoyed it. I loved how it was a love story told by the great gods, okay, Aphrodite, Apollo, Ares, and Hades. Then the next audiobook I picked up was Kingdom of Bach by Marie Lu. I saw it on Libby and I'm like, let me give this a shot. So I did. I enjoyed it. I liked it. A lot better than I thought it was. And then after I finished Kingdom of Bach, I decided to continue with reading the Mortal Instruments series, or in this case, listening to the Mortal Instruments series. And I picked up City of Fallen Angels, which is book 4. I now have 2 books left to listen to. But I enjoyed it. It was worth listening to. And I was just on a binge. And then my last physical book, book 13, was Twilight by Stephenie Meyer. I read Twilight 12 years ago. Right before I got my driver's license. Which was 12 years ago. And I haven't picked it up since. So I decided, because Stephenie Meyer was coming out with Midnight Sun, which is Twilight but told in Edward's point of view, I decided to reread the whole Twilight saga. I gave away my copies of Twilight years ago. So I obviously didn't have them anymore, and I really wanted to reread it. Did I go out and buy the first book? Yes. Did I go to Barnes & Noble today and buy New Moon? Yes, I did. Was it worth it? Probably. But I enjoyed reading Twilight again. I forgot how much I enjoyed the book. Like, yes, it has its flaws, but it brought me back to the time I picked it up when I was in high school. When I found the series, and it just brought a lot of nostalgia back. So I'm happy to pick it up. And those were the 13 books I read in the month of July. 13. That is a lot. But thank you so much. I'm gonna upload when I can. If you don't know, the East Coast was hit with a tropical storm. I have no power and no Wi-Fi and no air conditioning, and it's August and it's hot. So yeah, I will upload when I can. But thank you so much. I'm now gonna record my August TBR, and it's like August 6th. Bye guys.